Hello everyone, we're gonna start our online class. So we're gonna start with the warm-up. Place your feet wider than hip width apart, and we're gonna add to the squats big circles with your arms. Try to extend all your body and also try to keep breathing so we can increase our heart rate. Perfect. Come on. Let's switch the movement to the side. Try to reach the corners of your room. 1 and 2, and try to bend each knee. Let's change the movement. Lift your hand above your head and then we're gonna switch to the side. The other hand is touching my hip, as you can see. We have to feel the stretch on the sides. So nice and straight, nice and stretch. We're gonna switch movement and I'm gonna start with chest openers. Try to close your legs and open and close, open and close, open and close. We're gonna do the same movement, but now we're gonna switch to the sides, one to the floor and one to the ceiling. Nice and stretch, perfect, keep going. 2, 1, 2. Then I'm gonna do a big circles to the front. And then I'm gonna switch to the back. We're warming up our joints. And then I'm gonna stretch my triceps. So try to place your hands behind your head and repeat it 2 times only. We're gonna start warming up our neck. Just big circles to the front and to the side, and then switch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Now let's warm up and down. I'm gonna warm up now my hips. So spread your legs side to side, your hips. Remember, this movement is with my knees all straight. Yeah, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Keep going. We're gonna switch a big circle to the front, to the side, to the back, and side. So big circle with your hip, nice and slow. 1, 2. Now to the other side. Just big circle with your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Keep going. 1. And then to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Keep going. 7 and 8. Perfect. We're gonna do, let's go with the next movement. I'm gonna close my legs, tuck in pelvis and release, tuck in and release, tuck in and release. Remember this one, African shimmy. That's the movement. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, keep going. We're almost there, finishing the warm-up. Next movement, we're gonna go all the way down, parallel to the floor, and place your hands on the back of your neck. And go down and up. Keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And stay there. Let's extend our arms forward and just relax your body all the way to the floor. I'm gonna grab my elbows and swing side to side. Swing all the way to the sides. Your spine should be nice and relaxed. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're gonna try to touch our feet. If it's not possible, just try to touch your knee and switch to the other side and look to the ceiling every time you go to one side. touch your feet and look at the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Close your legs. Now we're gonna go all the way down and up like a deep squat. Help yourself with your hands. You keep looking to the ceiling. Perfect. And last one, we're gonna bend one knee and the other one. Alternate the movement, 1 and 1. As you can see, I'm touching my knees, just alternating the movement. Go all the way up and keep doing the same movement. Remember, this one becomes a shimmy once we do it nice and smooth with no pause. Perfect. We're gonna rise our knees all the way to the top at the level of my chest. That's why I'm placing my hands in this position. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're gonna do big circles each leg. The circles are performed outwards. You should feel it in your inner thighs. Now we're gonna lift our heels to warm up our last joint in this dynamic warm-up. 1, 2, and now all the way up together. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna go and take a deep breath. Stretch as much as you can, and one last one. Inhale, stretch, and exhale and relax. Now we're nice and ready to start dancing. Perfect. Today we're gonna work with our veil. So first of all, I'm gonna teach, or we're gonna review the steps that we have already learned in the previous classes, but today we're gonna learn 2 new movements. So the first one is how to grab the veil. Remember, we are gonna grab the veil with our middle finger and with the index finger, pretending like if my fingers were scissors. In this way, I'm gonna grab the veil and I'm gonna extend all the way to each side. As you can see, I'm holding my veil in this position, and if you place together your hands to the front, we have to make sure that the veil is even from each edge. So in this way, I can make sure the veil is even. Just place your hands to the front and level the veil from each side. Now, remember that the veil should be behind your shoulders, not lower or up. No, it has to be right behind your shoulders. Avoid placing the veil upon your shoulders. It has to be right behind them, just like this. So now do a big circle to the back with your shoulders and relax them down, all the way down, so the veil looks nice and pretty. So now we're gonna do our first movement, which is passing the veil to the front and to the back. To the front and then all the way to the back. How am I gonna do this movement? Okay, first of all, we're gonna place our veil at the back of our shoulders, and I'm gonna lift the left hand. And I'm gonna pass the left hand to the front above my head because I want the veil in the front. So I'm passing the veil to the front. And to pass the veil to the back, I'm gonna do the same but with the right hand. I'm gonna lift my right hand and pass it all the way to the back above my head. And then again, I repeat the movement. Lift your left hand, go all the way around your body to the front. And then the same to the back. To the back, perfect. So let's repeat the movement. Let's do it nice and smooth. To the front, all the way to the front, and all the way to the back. All the way to the front again, and all the way to the back. Nice and easy. Perfect. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the choreography that we have been learning through the season, it's called Enta Ombre, and we're gonna use this particular movement that we just learned. So let's practice again. Just pass the veil to the front and to the back, to the front and to the back. When I switch my hands to the front, I make a little or a small accent. Can you see? So I'm gonna do it again. Pass the veil to the front and an accent there, like a small wave at the time you switch your hands. 1 and switch. So you have to switch it fast in order to pass all the veil all the way to the front. So switch your hands as soon as possible or as fast as you can so you can make that accent with the veil. Pass it to the front, switch, nice and easy, right? So now we're gonna do the second movement. We're gonna place our veil at the back of our shoulders, nice and straight, and we're gonna do a big circle with our right hand. The circle will start to the front and all the way to the back. So the veil should be above your arm. It should be relying on your arm. And then I'm gonna go all the way down again. So go a big circle to the back and hold the veil on your arm. And then to release the veil, I'm gonna do the opposite direction. I'm gonna just turn or do a big circle forward with my hand. And then again, to the back, big circle to the back, and big circle to the front. All this time, my veil is on my extended arm. And I will do a big circle to the front and to the back to perform the same movement. Just like this, 1, and to the front, a big circle to the front, to the back, and to the front. I'm gonna do it facing the mirror so you can see. To the back, big circle, and big circle to the front to release the veil down. To the back, and to the floor. To the back, and to the floor. As you can feel, we are feeling already the pain in our shoulders because we are working a lot with shoulders in this class. So I'm gonna perform the movement again with the left hand. Lift your veil round with a big circle with your arm to the back, and then big circle to the front, to the back, and to the front, to the back, and to the front. Perfect. Now we're gonna do it with both hands. At the same time, I'm gonna lift the veil all the way back and all the way to the front. The same technique, big circles to the back, big circles to the front with my arms. So let's do, lift the veil, circle your arms all the way back, and then to release the veil, we're gonna do a big circle to the front. And then repeat, to the back, and to the front, to the back, and to the front. Remember the technique, try to maintain your body like the neutral position. Bend your knees, tucked in pelvis. To the back and to the front, to the back and to the front, to the back and to the front. This movement is really beautiful, but you have to maintain your body nice and straight. Do not propel yourself all the way to the top because you're gonna hurt your knees. So I want you to maintain the neutral position, which is bend your knees, tucked in pelvis, and maintain neutral position all the time. So the only thing that it's moving, it's your arms. Okay, so let's do it again. Nice, bend your knees, tucked in pelvis, and go all the way to the top and all the way to the floor. So big circles to the back, big circles to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. Now we're gonna alternate the movement. I'm gonna lift the right hand and then the left hand, and then I'm gonna release the right veil and then the left veil. So in this way, I'm alternating both movements. Okay, So I'm gonna do one and one, one and one. The right one, the left one, release the right one, release the left one. Lift right, left, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, and down. Okay? So this one is more coordination, so it might be difficult at the beginning, but once you practice, it will be easy movement. So I'm gonna do it again, both hands up and down. Avoid to push the body to the ceiling with your knees. Remember, maintain neutral position all the time. Okay? So we're gonna do the next movement, which is passing the veil to the front, like we already know. But this time, this is a tricky movement because we're gonna pass our left hand below the right hand, like you see. And the right hand is gonna touch my left shoulder, and I'm gonna extend my left arm. And as you can see, there's a big gap between my shoulder and arm, like a little window or space that you can see there. And it's really important for this movement because that's the beautiful figure there. Then I'm gonna do the same to the other side. Place the veil to the front again and switch your hands. Now this time I'm gonna pass the right hand to the above my left hand, and my left hand is touching my right shoulder, and I extend the right hand. Okay, so let's do it again. I'm gonna do it from the back so you can see my arms. So I'm gonna place first of all, my veil should be in the front. So I'm gonna pass the veil to the front, and then I'm gonna pass my left hand below the right hand. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. The right hand is touching my elbow, and the left hand will extend to the side. As you can see the window, and then I'm gonna go all the way to the front and repeat the movement. Now the right hand is going below the right hand, and I'm gonna extend the right hand. The left hand is touching the right shoulder, and I repeat the movement to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left. Remember switching the movement, and I'm passing my hands below each hand according the direction that I'm going to the right and to the left. In our choreography, we're gonna perform this movement 4 times with no pause, so it's important you practice a lot this movement. Okay, let's do it one more time. So I'm gonna place the veil all the way to the back, even your veil. Okay, so pass the veil to the front, and then pass the right hand below, or the left hand below the right hand, and then extend your arm. Touch your shoulder and switch the movement to the other side. Pass the hand below the other one and touch your shoulder, and so on and so forth. And come on, keep going. One, nice and smooth. The movement is nice and smooth. Do not stop by switching. Perfect. And the same as the previous movement, we want to do an accent at the time I switch my hands. As you can see, I'm switching and making a little bit with more strength so you can perform an accent in that movement, okay? So switch your hands, switch to the other side, and switch to the other side. I repeat, our choreography has this movement, and we're gonna perform it 4 times with the same speed and no pause. So it's important you practice this movement. Excellent. Perfect. Now we can pass to the other movement. This movement is really beautiful, but it's also tricky. But let's learn it. So first of all, I want my veil nice and straight all the way back on my shoulders. Remember, it shouldn't be down or up on my shoulders. No, no, no. It has to be just right behind my shoulders, as you can see. So nice and straight, your arms. And then for this movement, we're gonna place our veil a little bit at the level of my head. Can you see it? Yes, like this. Remember, my hair should be inside the veil and not out like here. No, not like this. It should be, you should be all inside the veil. So I'm gonna do it again. Place the veil at the level of your head. Once you're here, you're gonna close your hands. You're gonna touch each other. And I want you to see nice and clear this movement because here is the tricky part. So again, at the level of my head, I close my hands, and I'm gonna come forward to you so you can see my hands. So the right hand, you're gonna give the edge of the right veil to the left hand. Look how with my thumb, I'm gonna grab the edge of the right veil, and I'm just gonna let go. So my right hand doesn't have veil anymore, okay? So again, I repeat, I close my hands and I will give my right veil to my left hand. I'm just gonna grab it with my left hand and the right hand doesn't have anything now. So with the scissor shape with my fingers, I'm gonna slide all the way to the back, the right veil. And then I'm just gonna lift the veil all the way to the ceiling. So now you cannot see me, I'm just dancing inside the veil, okay? Now, let's do it again, because I know it's kind of tricky. Nice and slow. Place the veil at the level of your head or shoulders, close your hands, grab with the left hand the right veil, make scissor shape with your right hand and slide all the way to the back, and then go all the way to the ceiling, all the way to the top, lift the veil, extend your arms in a V shape with your arms. Can you see? Perfect. Now, as you can see, there's a little gap there or a little window. I'm gonna go all the way down up until my eyes, and I'm gonna see through this little window that I made with my veil. And then I'm gonna just pull my arms to the back, and my hands are touching each other from the back of my head. And I'm gonna close a little bit my elbows so I can do this figure. And inside the veil, I keep dancing. We will do mayas or figure 8. I will explain you that later. Okay? To go back to the initial position, just extend your arms, lift the veil, and let go the front veil, which is the right side of the veil. Just let go, perfect, and there you are. And then I'm just gonna slide all the way to the side to go back to initial position. Yes? Oh my god, this is tricky, right? But it doesn't matter, we will practice a lot. So let's repeat the movement. So remember, we have to place our veil at the back of our shoulders or head. We're gonna close our hands and then I'm gonna slide all the way to the back and I'm gonna lift my veil and then I'm gonna go again all the way down up until my eyes. I'm gonna pull my hands back, touch my hands, and then close a little bit my elbows. I'm gonna dance a little bit there, and then I'm gonna go back to initial position. Extend your arms to the sides, lift your hands to the ceiling, release the front of the veil, and open or slide your arms. I'm gonna do it from the back so you can see all the technique in every angle. Place the veil at the level of your head, close your hands, let go the right veil, and with the right hand, you're gonna slide all the way back, go up, go. Go down and close your hands. Dance a little bit, and then we will go to initial position. Extend your arms, lift arms, release the front of the veil, and just slide all the way to the side. Okay, that's pretty much it. So this is a new movement that I wanted to see in this class. We will see it, of course, next time when I see you guys, but today we're gonna perform it like this. Next movement. We're gonna do a beautiful movement as well. This is really beautiful. All of them are beautiful, but this one is really beautiful. This one is called the dress. I'm gonna place my hands in a diagonal position. My right hand is looking to the ceiling, to the corner, and the left hand is looking to the corner but to the floor. So I'm drawing a diagonal line with my hands, and then I want your body to touch the veil. So place the veil against your body. And now we're gonna go and do a big turn to the left, like if it was a dress. If the veil is not against your body, it won't look like a dress. So I want you to pretend this is a dress. I'm gonna change the position of my hands so I can do it to the other side and turn to the right, just like this. Okay, so that's a movement which is really beautiful. When we're dancing, it looks amazing, and more if we practice. So now we're gonna perform our last movement. I'm gonna place my hands like in the previous movement in diagonal position, and with my left foot I'm gonna place it like this. So lift your heel and just touch the floor with your thumb, with your big toe. Okay, one and two camels. I'm gonna perform one and two camels, and then switch to the other side. One and two, one and two camels. We already saw camels in one of the classes, but if you do not remember, we will practice next time. So let's practice all the movements together. The first one is the waves, front to the back. Go all the way to the front, all the way to the back. The second one was touching your shoulders. Remember, switching and touching shoulders. One and one, one and two. The next movement, remember, I'm gonna place the veil to the back, and is the Egyptian style, the window, Egyptian window, let's call it like that. And I open my arms and slide my hands. The other one was diagonal position and camels. Diagonal position and camels. Two camels from each side. And last but not least, the beautiful dress. Diagonal position, and I go on a turn to the left and to the right. To the left, and then I switch my hands another direction and go to the right. And I almost forget this one, but I didn't, so let's perform it. So let's do the big circles to the back and big circle to the front, so we can pass the veil above our arms and release. That's the last one. So let's learn now the choreography with these new movements. Are you ready? Let's go. So we're gonna start with our choreography and Taomri. I'm gonna lift my hands. The dorsals of my hands are touching each other. So it's really important that you do not hyperextend your arms. Just try to bend a little bit your arms, but your hands should be touching each other all the time. And we're gonna perform a figure eight like we saw last class. Figure eight, we're gonna perform 8 times this figure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, after the figure eight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna push my hip to the side 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then remember where it goes? Okay, shimmy, Egyptian shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times going down with my arms and 4 times with the serpent arms. It's really important that you perform those arms too, okay? After we do that, we're gonna walk 4 times to the front. But I want you to realize that the veil is always flying behind you. Look, it's flying behind me. I do not have big space now to walk nice, but I will try to do it. So let's do figure 8, 8 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and push your hip 8 times to the sides. And then shimmy, Egyptian shimmy, go all the way down and serpent arms. And then we're gonna walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And that's the first part. After I walk, I'm gonna do the wave to the front with my veil. I'm gonna pass the veil to the front and do serpent arms. And then pass the veil to the back, and I'm gonna do a big twist with my hips. 1 and 2. And then I repeat the movement. Pass the veil to the front and do serpent arms, and then pass the veil to the back and do a twist. Perfect. Okay, so let's do it from the beginning again. So figure 8, 8 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And push your hip to the side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shimmy, Egyptian shimmy, go all the way down, serpent arms, and walk 4 times to the front. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pass the veil to the front, serpent arms, pass the veil to the back, twist. Pass the veil to the front, serpent arms, pass the veil to the back, and twist. Perfect. Let's keep going. After the twist, I'm gonna do Egyptian walk, the one that we already know. Remember to place the hand behind your head and the other one extended to the front. We're gonna do 4 to the front, 4 to the side, turn to the left, and 4 to the back, 3, 4, 2 in this angle, and 2 to the front, exactly like this. Okay, so let's do it again. I'm gonna do 4 to the front, 4 to the left, to the back, 2 to the right, and 2 to the front. From the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push your hip to the side and shimmy. Go down with your arms and serpent arms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Walk all the way to the front 4 times. Pass the veil to the front, serpent arms, pass the veil to the back, twist, and repeat to the front, serpent arms, to the back, and twist. Egyptian walk 2, 3, and 4, and change 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and change to the back 2, 3, and 4. Only 2, 2, and 2, and 2. Okay? After the last Egyptian walk, we're gonna pass the veil to the front and we're gonna switch and touch our arm, our shoulder, as we saw in the technique. We're gonna repeat it 4 times, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So let's do it again from the Egyptian walk. To the right, 1 and 2, and go to the front, 1 and 2. Pass the veil all the way to the front so we can switch the hands and touch the shoulder. And the same to the other direction, and repeat it twice. And 2. Perfect. Let's do it again. 1, 2, Egyptian walk, and 2. Pass the veil to the front, switch arms, pass the veil to the other side, to the other side, and to the other side. Perfect. I'm gonna do it from the back so we can see. You can see. So I'm gonna walk the Egyptian walk twice. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Pass the veil to the front and touch your shoulder. Pass the veil to the other side and touch your shoulder, and repeat the movement. And repeat. Perfect. And that's it. Now I want you to lift your left hand, the one that is touching your last shoulder, and we're gonna turn to the left, nice and slow, 4 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, to the left. I repeat. So I finish here. I repeat 4 times this movement, and then I'm gonna lift my left hand from the back, and I'm gonna do a big turn to the left 4 times with my feet. Okay? Let's do it all. Well, let's do all the choreography, but with music. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's do it again, but now I'm gonna face the mirror. Perfect. Next part of the choreography, I'm gonna lift my right hand and my left hand, and then release both at the same time. Right, left, and release both at the same time. Just one time this combo. Okay, so after I did the big turn, I'm gonna lift my right hand, left, and go down. After this movement, I'm gonna place the veil to the front, and I'm gonna do the dress. Just lift your right hand, diagonal position, and turn to the left, nice and slow. And then once we arrive to the place, I'm gonna switch hands, different diagonal, and turn to the right. Remember, this movement should be, the veil should be against your body. That's the dress. And then I'm gonna touch my hands and lift all the way back the veil. Okay, so let's do it again. I'm gonna face the mirror. So I turn to the left, that's the last movement. Lift the right veil, the left one, and release both. Place the veil to the front. Let's make a dress, diagonal, and I'm gonna turn to the left, nice and slow. Walk 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then to the right. Change position of the hands, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Place your hands together and pull the veil to the back. Okay? Perfect. After this one, we're gonna do again, lift the right veil and then the left one, and I'm gonna do serpent arms, 1 and 2. And then I'm gonna do a big twist, but let's repeat. I'm gonna turn to the left, lift right, lift left, release both. Place the veil to the front, make the dress, and turn nice and slow to the left, and then change position to the right. Close your hands, lift the veil to the back, and again lift the right veil and then the left one, and serpent arms, 1 and 2. Okay? Perfect. So after this one, we're gonna do twist and a basic movement, hip to the ceiling, lift hip, lift your hip to the side. Look at my heels, they're not touching the floor. Okay, so I'm gonna do it from the from the turn. Lift right, left, release, pass the veil to the front, make the dress, diagonal position, turn to the left, and then change, switch, diagonal, turn to the right. Perfect. Place your hands together, lift your veil to the back, and then lift again, right, lift left, and serpent arms, 1 and 2, and then twist, 1, and lift your hip, right hip, and then twist again, and then your left hip. Okay? Then we're gonna do shimmy toe, and I'm gonna release the veil. Exactly, and do a big turn to the left, and keep doing the shimmy. And guess what are we gonna do now? The Egyptian look. In this position, close your hands, release the right hand from the veil, slide all the way back, lift your veil to the ceiling, and then go all the way down so you can see through the window. Place your hands to the back, close your elbows, and we're gonna do 8 mayas or figure 8s down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Open, go all the way to the back, to the initial position, and slide your hands. Last movement, I'm gonna walk 3 times to the right and do 2 big camels, and then I go to the left, 1, 2, 3, and look at my hands, they're in diagonal position every time I change, and I go back 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2. In this one, I'm gonna do a big wave to the front and to the back again, and I'm gonna perform the last 3 walks. To the left, cross left, and 2 camels, 1 and 2, and then I go back 1 and cross and stay, 1 and 2 camels, and last camel, 1, 2 and 3, and camel and camel. Go all the way to the front, but this time you're just gonna walk all the way back, and we're gonna lift the veil. 1, 2, 3, lift the veil all the way to the back, and let go the veil up until the floor. Okay? So let's do it again. Turn to the left, lift right hand, lift left hand, release both. Round the veil to the front, make the dress, turn to the left, switch diagonal arms, and turn to the right. Place your hands together, pull the veil to the back, lift right, lift left, and serpent arms. After this one, we are gonna release the veil, we're gonna lift the veil there, and I'm gonna do twist and lift your hip, twist and lift the other hip. Now we can release the veil, and I'm gonna do shimmy toes while I'm turning to the left, all the way to the left, and then I go down and I do the Egyptian look. Place your hands together, release veil all the way to the back, to the ceiling, and say hello from the little window and make 2 or 8 figure eights. And then open your arms, extend arms to the top, release the veil to the front and release. Okay, so I'm gonna walk to the right, 2 camels, 1 and 2, walk to the left, 1 and 2, one last time to the right, 1 and 2, and pass the veil to the front and to the back, and I repeat to the left, 1 2 3, camel, camel, 1 2 3, camel. I'm gonna do it from the back, turn to the left, lift veil, and release. Place the veil to the front, make the dress, turn to the left, 1 2 3, switch hands, and 1 2 3. Place your hands together, pull the veil to the back, and lift right, lift left, and serpent arms. Twist and push your hip to the top, twist and lift your hip to the ceiling. And shimmy, shimmy toe, release the veil, turn to the left, and we're gonna do the Egyptian look with the veil. Close your hands, release right, slide to the back, lift to the top, say hello from the window, place your hands to the back and close your shoulders, your elbows, and 8 mayas. After this one, we're gonna do the initial position, lift hands, release the front, and I'm gonna walk 3 times to the right, 2 camels, 1 and 2, 3 times to the left, 1 2 3, and 2 camels, 1 and 2, one last time to the right, 2 camels, and then place the veil to the front, 1 to the back, and then 1 2 3 to the left, again, camels, 1 2 3 to the right, 2 camels, and last one, 1 2 3, camel, camel, pass the veil to the front and walk all the way back. The veil should fly and let go the veil. Perfect. Now let's do it 4 times. We're gonna do it twice with the music and twice with my voice, to the front and from the back. So let's start to the front. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Push your hip to the side. 4 3 2 1, and Egyptian shimmy. 1 2 3 4, serpent arms, 2 3 and 4. Walk to the front 8 times, pass the veil to the front, serpent arms, pass the veil to the back, twist, and repeat this combo to the front, arms, to the back, and twist. Arms, to the back, twist. Then Egyptian walk, 2 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 to the back, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, only 2 and only 2. Pass the veil to the front and touch your shoulder, and the opposite direction, to the left and to the right. Lift your left arm and turn to the left 4 times. Lift right, lift left, and release. Pass the veil to the front, and let's make the big dress. Turn to the left, switch arms nice and slow, turn to the right. Touch your hands to the front, pull the veil back, and lift and lift. Serpent arms, twist and push your hip to the ceiling, twist and push your hip. Shimmy toe, release the veil, big turn to the left, and Egyptian look, release, go all the way up, say hello from the window, pull your shoulders back and arms, 8 mayas, perfect, release up and release the front veil. 1 2 3 walks, 2 camels, 1 2 3 walks, 2 camels, and again 1 2 3 to the right and 2 camels. Pass the veil to the front and pass the veil to the back, and repeat 1 2 3 4, 1 and 2, 1 2 3 4, 1 and 2, 1 2 2 4, 1 and 2. Pass the veil to the front and walk to the back and release the veil. Let's do it again, but from the back. Ready? I'm gonna do it from the back now. So grab your veil, prepare, and let's start with figure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And push your hip to the side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And shimmy, serpent arms, and walk to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and place the veil to the front, serpent arms, place the veil to the back, twist, and repeat, to the front, serpent arms, to the back, and twist. Egyptian walk, 3, 4, and switch, 1, 2, 3, to the back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and only 2 to this side, and 2 to the front. Pass the veil to the front and touch your shoulder, and switch side, repeat, to the left and to the right. Lift your left arm from behind and big turn to the left. Lift your right arm left and release. Pass the veil to the front, make the dress. Turn to the left, change position, turn to the right, touch your hands to the front, pull the veil back. Lift and lift, serpent arms, and twist and push your hip. Twist and push. Shimmy, release veil, all the way to the left, turn, and let's do the Egyptian look. Place the veil to the front, lift, say hello from the window, pull your hands to the back, touch them from the back, and do mayas. Open arms, release the front veil, extend. 1, 2, 3, and 2 camels. Walk to the left, 1, 2, 3, 2 camels. To the right, 1, 2, 3, 2 camels, and pass the veil here to the front and to the back, and repeat the combo. 1, 2, 3, 2 camels. To the right, 1, 2, 3, 2 camels. And last one, 1, 2, 3 to the left, 2 camels, and pass the veil to the front. And now leave it there and just walk all the way back and release. And that's pretty much it. Amazing. We had an amazing class. This is the whole choreography, and we're gonna do it now with music. Okay, so prepare your veil and let's do it with music. And that's it for today. Thank you very much. And we will make up that class that I couldn't go. I'm so sorry for that, but we will practice next class, and I hope to see you all girls, and I will let you know the future dates that we can make up the class. Thank you so much, and